And senior White House correspondent Jim Acosta joins me now live from Paris. Jim, what did the president have to say to Putin about the first item, avoiding any further military confrontation between Russia and Turkey after Turkey downed that Russian fighter jet?
Right, Jake. President Obama is taking time out from this climate summit here in Paris to play referee, basically, in a simmering dispute between Russia and Turkey over the downing of that Russian warplane last week. Earlier today, as you said, the president did meet with Vladimir Putin. Mr. Obama expressed his regret, according to White House officials, after Turkey shot down that Russian bomber. But Putin is still furious. He is refusing to meet with Turkey's President Erdogan. President Obama will meet with Erdogan tomorrow to see if he can resolve this dispute. But the White House is pretty clear which side it's on. While the president said Russia and Turkey need to take steps to de-escalate the situation, Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes said outside these climate talks here in Paris that the U.S. still wants Moscow to play a more productive role in the war on ISIS. They're not saying it's unproductive, but they would like it to be more productive, Jake.
And speaking of Syria and the role against ISIS, the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights today, Jim, announcing that Russian airstrikes in Syria have killed roughly 1,000 fighters or terrorists with ISIS and the al-Qaeda-affiliated al-Nusra Front, but also killing 485 Syrian civilians, 117 of them children. This is one of the many reasons the White House is so concerned about the role Russia's playing in Syria.
No, that's absolutely right, Jake. And Ben Rhodes told reporters here in Paris that Russia has been intensifying its bombing of ISIS targets. They do welcome that news. But they added once again today that Moscow is still hitting those moderate opposition forces that are rebelling against Syria's Bashar al-Assad. That is where the concern is inside the White House. Now, we should point out the Obama administration is hopeful now that Putin is supporting this diplomatic process that's underway for a political transition in Syria, but Putin does not appear ready yet to give up on Assad, and that is a key sticking point in all of this, Jake. Until that happens, both sides are just going to be butting heads over this war on ISIS, Jake.
Jim Acosta.